Okay, girls, I am so excited to be on here today. It's June the 27th, 2021, and we are 4 days from the seminar year close. Like, it's going to be over in 4 days. And I'll be honest with you, we have been doing a director Bible study, or I have been doing a director Bible study, and it's called Surrendered and Living. Let me see where that book is. It's a really good book. I really recommend this for all of you. It's called Letting Go and Living Like Jesus. And it was a book that we did. It was 6 weeks. And you know what? Don't y'all have a ton of books and you start and you never finish? But the one thing about doing like these studies, you actually finish the whole entire book. I'm so proud when I get done with one of these. I'm like, I read this whole entire book and filled out every single line. But anyway, I had a lot of peace in June for just with this study. And because it was like surrender, you can't control people, you can't control outcomes. There's just a lot of great things in it. And so anyway, it's been a fun month. And we got 4 days left to finish big things. So I was looking today to see what we could talk about tonight, and I have a guest speaker, and it's a guest speaker via video. And some of you may have already seen this, and if you have, I apologize, but you can just watch it again. But there's a director. Her name is Monica Gabot, and she is going for Queen, the National Queen's Court of Sales, but the Queen. And she has really great ideas. Some of them you've seen where she started the first of the year, where every month she has a flyer. And she says that for every $50 you spend, you can pick one of these items. There's about 9 or 10 items on the sheet, and they change every month for half price. And she selects like a higher end item and then some lower end items and different things each month. And she has really upped her sales by doing this. And so anyway, the other night she had a party cancel like on Thursday night, and she's going for Queen. So she's like busting it out. Right. So she thought, what can I do? What can I do? So after it canceled that morning, she decided to do the splash sale, and she's going to talk about this on this. I'm going to show you a video, and I will also post on YouTube in the description. I will post the link so you can watch it again. And it has like her flyers and some of that other stuff too. Okay. So before you go crazy and text me and say, where's the script? Where's the this? I'm going to post the link and I'll post it also in our little Voxer group that we have. Okay. Well, in fact, I've already posted it in there so y'all can look at it. But anyway, I took the time to watch it before I shared it, before I watched it, because her stuff is always good. So then I watched it and I thought I could talk about it or I could just let her say it. So I messaged her on Facebook. I said, thanks for the idea. You're my guest speaker. I'm playing your video. I didn't ask her. I just thought I was doing it. And she was like, that's fine. And I said, go Queen. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to share her video with y'all. And we're going to watch it. And then I have a couple more things to say. It's about 13, 14 minutes. So here we go.
It's Pink Highlight Sales Director Monica Gabo, and I just want to make a fun quick video for you with an idea that I stole from a girlfriend. Beautiful Rita, thank you so much for sharing this idea with me back in March and allow me to run with your idea, because it created some sales for me on March, and it just created some sales again for me here in June. So this is something you can kind of run with last minute when, like, for example, I was supposed to have a party on Thursday night and it canceled. I'm like, no, I have big goals. Too many people, we can't cancel. So I think this might be something that I might be doing like once a quarter with my customers and things of that sort. And please note, this is all in a private Facebook group that I'm doing with my customers and such. So again, it's a great way to move some product that you have, if by having product on hand. Please note, by you having product on hand, you're going to sell about 57 to 75% more than if you don't have product on hand. I know one of the reasons why my customers love shopping with me is they can call me up. I had a girl message me yesterday, hey, I need my Clear Proof Acne set. She's getting it today. They don't have to wait for it and things of that sort and such. So it's a great way to move product. If you have discontinued product that you just like want to move, this is a great concept to run with as well. So the first time I did this was in March, and I did this I had like a 2-day like prep. Whereas what I did on Thursday, I literally my party canceled Thursday morning, and I did this Thursday night at 7:30 and such. The first time I did it was like close to like about $2,000 in sales. What I did on Thursday night, I had, when I added up my sales tickets from when I was with my through everybody's comments, I had about $2,000 in sales. But then through following up, asking about the half price special deals, I got up to over $3,000 in sales. I had a girlfriend who ran with this, and I loved her attitude that she had. She's like, I didn't sell as much as you did, Monica, and that's okay. But it's only like $300, and that is more than if I would have not done this at all. So even if you move like $20 or $100 or whatever, like it's moving more than what you had before. Okay, it's just keeping you also in front of your customers as well. So kind of like the little prep work. So first, I sent like an email to my customers saying, hey, I'm gonna go Facebook Live tonight or tomorrow, where I have I'm gonna be doing some super deep discounts and deals and things of that sort, kind of like a Black Friday special. And I use like limited quantities and such. Like I have a full store of product and such. And I even told them in the video that I did, the video is like, I have a full store of product, I have more than one miracle set that I'm offering at this deal. I have more than one miracle set on my shelf, but I'm only offering one at this deal. So it's creating like you had to be on, being exclusiveness, things of that sort. Okay, I also sent a text message out, a Facebook message, and basically the Facebook message like I sent to my customers, again, private one-on-one, is I was like, hey Nicole, how are you doing? And I started with my top best customers, and then I worked my way down the list. So Nicole's one of my top customers, love her dearly. I said, I want to reach out to you since you're one of my top and favorite customers and let you know I'm doing a Facebook Live big flash sale tonight at 7:30 in our VIP group. And I put a link to what my VIP group was. I hope you can pop in and say, hey, there are limited quantities on some of the specials. Thank you again for being a big blessing and making our queen dream a reality. I appreciate and love you, my sweet friend. And I even messaged some of my customers that literally just bought with me this month. Okay. And I said, I know you're probably good. I know you're probably good. You don't need anything, but just want to let you know, since you're one of our top customers, I'm doing this flash sale. Okay. So a little FYI on that. Okay. So I promoted it through email, text, Facebook message, and then promoted in my VIP customer group. You will not find anything in stories or on my personal page because, well, that's a big no. Okay. So I just promoted it just within my group. They create the exclusiveness and such. Okay. So the next step is I start promoting it. And next I gathered my product and I made it into different categories. Okay. And so again, I put selected amount of things I wanted to do as the deals. Okay. So my first category was early bird specials. So I want everybody to watch, like, and I did, I had 6, 7 different categories and I made 7 videos, okay, that I went Facebook Live with. And that way people can go back and watch like the certain category and things of that sort, but also because I had like a whole dining room table full of product, I kind of did like me move my station and things kind of like regroup because like, yeah. So for the early bird special, this is where I had like 5 or so like steals. So like I offered if you bought the miracle set for $110, you could get a free microdermabrasion set, especially with the skincare set specials that we have going on this month, which is awesome. Thank you, Mary Kay. That it didn't cost me anything to give her the microderm. Okay. Or like having the Skin Rate cleansing brush. I marked that from 75 to 45 or something like I'm still making money, but there's a great deep discount. Okay. So there's a couple ideas. So number 1 was the early bird specials. Number 2 that I did in March, but I didn't do it this time, so I'll tell you why here in a second. But number 2, you can do like the phased out past limited edition products. So products that we don't, and that you won't find in the catalog anymore. But you can do that. I personally, this last time I did it, I put those past limited edition items with the discontinued stuff in my $5 and $10 bin because I just wanted to see them buy and yeah, so I just eliminated that one this round. So this round, number 2, what I did was my bestie / overstock items. So once you guys agree your favorite products, your best-selling products, you have a lot of that in stock, right? I love the foundation primer. I have a ton of it in stock because I love it. My customers love it. And I probably have a little bit more than what I should have in stock, but That's okay because I love it and I know I'm going to sell it. So I had like some foundation primer. I had like I pulled three foundation primers that I offered at this deal. So it's creating exclusiveness. So you want to be on the Facebook Live, you know, to get this. And I didn't reveal what the items were. In the well, I did show a picture. I should go back. I did show a picture in my private Facebook group, like, hey, going live tonight at 7:30, you know, 2 hours till countdown. Kind of show them a little bit of the items, but didn't tell like what the deals were or anything of that sort until I went my Facebook Live. But like I made like the other thing I did was the masking set, one of my best sellers and such. So I just packaged it up and said, hey, if you buy like the charcoal mask or gel mask, you can get the brush for free. Or hey, you know, the micellar water and the eye makeup remover, American calls it Bestie. And so, you know, you can get with this, I took a couple bucks off. Whatever you want to, okay? You don't have to run with my ideas of what products and what deals. They kind of just give you an idea, get rolling through some ideas. But what you're excited about, and that's the biggest thing here, is I think one of the reasons why I was able to sell so much is that I was super excited. I remember learning as a brand new consultant, your enthusiasm is what sells, okay? So you go to a party, you're super excited, and you don't have maybe much Mary Kay experience or things of that sort, but you're super excited. You can go to a party, girlfriend, and you can sell $1,000. But if you have like 18 years of experience like I do and have a bad attitude, you might be looking to sell $100. So just be excited, have lots of fun with it, and things of that sort. Okay, so besties, so whatever you want to put in there, like your favorite products, some stuff that you maybe overstock, but have a little bit more eyeliners and such. So I put eyeliner. That's one of the, you know, the deals I marked a couple bucks off. The next category, number 3, I had was the $18 deals. So this is where, again, I just grabbed a couple products, like 5 or 6 products that I'm doing in each video. And it's best if you have where they can see it, like take it out of the box so they can see it. So, well, here. Okay, so I have a wrinkle filler here. So let me take it out of the box. Let me show you so they can see what it looks like, okay? And you're just going to describe the product to them. Oh my gosh, I love the Deepo wrinkle filler. And I was like, the wrinkle filler, it does what it says. It fills in the wrinkles. And, you know, I'm having fun, and the guys are having fun. And I tell them how much it is and things of that sort. And I repeat what the item is and what the deal is so they can kind of catch it. And I said, you know, there's limited quantity. So the first, you know, comments, you know, gets it, or, you know, whatever the deal. And, oh, we have to write in the comments sold if they want to claim the item. Okay, so it creates excitement. And because when people more comments, one of the things I'm learning with Facebook is more people comment, the more that Facebook sees that your post, your video is important, that more people should see it. Sorry. Okay. So there's the $18 deals. Then this time I threw in a $13 deal. So this is where I threw in like this Sunless Skin Lotion, or I threw in some like lip gloss, things of that sort. The $10 deal was basically a lot of discontinued stuff that I just wanted to like say bye-bye, right? And then I also did a $5 deal. And so one of the things I did in a $10 deal, and it's kind of quite funny though, is I love our icon colors. Like I was like, I love this. Like, Mary Kay discontinued this, and I tried to break up with my bestie. I tried to break up with my best friend, but I totally couldn't. It was hard. And so I have like an overstock pile, and tonight I am pulling from my overstock, or not my overstock pile, but my vault. I call it my vault. I have a special vault where I have stored these because I love them. And actually, the week I discontinued, I sold 50 of them because that's how much my customers, I love it. But I'm gonna pull a couple of these out, and like it went like hotcakes. Like I was like, okay, they're gone. Type deal. Oh, going back to the besties things, that one of the things I did too was like, hey, if you buy any 4 eyeshadows, you can get the petite palette for free. So not necessarily everything was being marked down in price, but some of them I created like bundles. Like, hey, if you buy the 2 pink palettes, I'll give you the palette itself for free. Okay. So then there's it. So again, the categories were the early bird specials. You could do face out products and pass them to additional items if you wanted, but I threw all that into my $10 and $5 thing. Okay. This is what you have. Then I had the bestie / overstock, 18, 13, 10, and 5. Okay. And we just had fun. Like I pulled out like those lipsticks that we had that were like fun, interesting colors, like the one of the Grazi Violet, like with like purple, or there was like the Puro Moranto, like I think they pronounce it, like a dark purple. We had some comments. I said some funny comments. My customer said some funny comments. I did sell one, but you know, like, so we just had But that's the biggest thing here. I want you to have fun with it. Be excited because your enthusiasm is going to sell. Have a comment sold. And I told him I'm going to go through it tonight after after I get Lydia to bed. I'm going to go through all the comments and I'll create an invoice and I'll send it to you through Facebook Messenger and such. Oh, the last video, and this is important. If you haven't tried this yet, I'm going to encourage you to try this, my friends. So when I get done Thursday night, I have all the sales tickets. I had about $2,000 in sales. And then I followed up and said, oh my gosh, girl, you are X amount of dollar away, or you qualify for this many special deals. And so if you haven't seen my special deal video, check that out. But basically, it's for every $50 they spend, they get selected items that I have of the month for half price. So it's one item for every $50 that they purchase. So for example, I had a customer, she actually qualified for 9. And I did say you could pick any, and she's bought a ton of stuff for me the past couple months. I'm like, so you can really pick out anything you want. But that was because like she like, you know, to get 9 items. But basically, anyhow, so like another customer, she qualified for like 5 items. So I said, hey, you pick any 5 items off the sheet that you'd like. So it's like I had like lipsticks and just check out the image and such. But again, have fun, follow up. So by me following up and saying, hey girl, you qualified for this many like half price special deals and things of that sort, I was able to add another $1,000 on to between the combination of them. They went through as half price special deals, and some people are like, hey, like I know they watched like the last video, but they didn't watch the rest. I was like, hey, do you want to watch the rest of the video? Because I want the girls buy some of the $5 bin. And she went back and watched other videos and she added like another $100 to her order. So totally made up for the $5 bin, right? But just follow up, have fun. Oh, and then after the event, I posted in the group what wasn't sold. So I took some pictures and saying like, this is what I have this many left of this, and this is how much it is. And then you can also even take it a step further and also email your customers like, hey, missed you guys from the flash sale. This is the special deals. So just a fun idea you can run with, even if you sell like $100. You know, hey, it's more than what you had, and it's just getting you in front of your customers again. And just pray that this idea blesses you as it has blessed me, and you're having a fantastic finish. Love you, my friend. We'll see you later.
Okay, you guys. She talks 90 miles an hour. And honestly, the second time I listened to it, I'm like, oh, okay. Because at first you're like, no, what? But basically, she does a flash sale. She goes ahead and gets out the stuff. So I just wanted to show you, and I posted in the chat on YouTube and in the chat on here on the Boss Babe, I post the link. So you guys may just want to pull that link and, you know, put it in your notes or something so you can do it later. But this was like her little flyer for the flash sale. And she just put like, here's, you know, early bird deals with deep discount, phased out products, past limited edition, overstock. And then she had 18, 10, and $5 bin. And I have seen like jewelry parties and clothes parties where they're like, okay, now these earrings, la, 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 la. If you want them, say sold. I only have 5 pair. And they're like, sold, 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 sold. And it's like, you got to do it now, you know? So she's kind of, it sounds like she's kind of taken, you know, where have any of y'all seen some of that stuff where they do those? I don't watch the whole thing, but sometimes I accidentally click on one of those things. Anyway. And so this was her half price. We've talked about this, I believe, on the Boss Babe call, or I know some of y'all have seen it, but this was her half price flyer, and she just does one every month, and she just picks different things. So if the girl bought $200, she goes back and sends her this flyer and says, hey, if you want to, you can get any 4 of these items at half price. And she just adds up more. You know, you're not profiting, but it's not costing you anything. And, you know, she's going for queen. And so it gets people on more product and things like that. This was the text that she said. I know she said it really fast. So you guys can screenshot that. As a matter of fact, I know I'm so good to y'all. I'm fixing to copy and just paste it into the chat. And I'll do that here on YouTube as well. But if you're on YouTube and you're, oh, it's too many on YouTube. I can't do it. Hang on just a minute. On YouTube, let me see if that'll work. Oh, they're limiting me. Okay, so on YouTube, you guys are going to just have to screenshot and type it out. Okay, but anyway, I just thought this was a pretty great idea. And let me come back to you here. So I was thinking, what if, like those of you with inventory, and like she said, if you have no inventory, it's hard to do this. So you'll have to come up with some other, there's plenty of other ideas. You can do the 24, 24, 24, some things like that. But if you do have inventory, and let's say you do have a bunch of stuff from, let's say 2 quarters ago, maybe those little lip lacquers or something, and they're just sitting there. And nobody is going to buy them, you guys, unless it's a customer that really, really loved them and comes back. And maybe you even used them, but you just didn't sell as many as you thought. Maybe you only had 3 or 4. So those are the ones that you put in like a flash sale. And you don't have to do exactly what she said, but y'all can get the general idea. So you detailed people, don't think that you got to do exactly like you do your deal. So what she does is she just put a dining room table of what she wants to sell that night on her deals. Okay. And then, like, let's say it was 2 miracle sets. So she just had 2 on there. And she only sold 1 at the end. She goes, I've got 1 miracle set left for the deal. Do y'all get that? So let's just say she had a $5 basket and she had, 7 eyeshadows left. She goes, these 7 eyeshadows are still up for grab for $5 or whatever she's selling them for. Discontinued products or products in the vault, like she talked about. And we all have stuff like that. And sometimes we use them, we give them away, and we use them for hostess things. But hey, it's nice to recoup your money on it too. And you could really move a lot and you don't have to reorder that particular product. It would be products that you can maybe sell more. So I thought that's a great idea with those of us that have a lot of inventory and some things that are not moving, they're just sitting there. Right. You can always move skincare. So you throw in some of that stuff as the catch. And I like the idea, like some of it, like buy the miracle set right now for $110 full price and you get the microderm for free. And we get it 60% off if you have it, and you can do it right now before the end of the month and get a deal on that. So I just thought that was a good tip and an idea that you could actually do like tomorrow night or the next night. Don't make it real complicated. Honestly, if you plan on this for like 4 weeks, it's probably going to be a flop. It's something like you go, hey, I'm doing this tomorrow night. Let's go get it on there. Right. Okay. Yes. What did you want in the chat, Loree? Was it what I just copied the text?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes,
No problem. And so, okay. And so the other thing that I was going to tell you tonight, I found something that I had shared a couple of years ago. I thought, that's still good. I want to do it. And it was 12 days and 5 tips to finish with strength. But this is going to be 4 days and 5 tips. So I'm going to give you these, and then that will be the wrap up for tonight. So number 1 is this is last 4 days of the month, and it'll carry on till the 1st of July too. But number 1 is recruit. Get a new team member to advance yourself on the career path. All scoreboards zero out on July 1st. So literally on July 1st, on Thursday, everybody's at 0. Everybody's at 0, like as far as unit circles, Queen's Quarter sales, anything else. However, everybody that got recruits, you keep them. Isn't that so great that they don't take all your recruits and go, you got to start over now. All those are going into the Mary Kay, heaven. You got to start over. Any recruits you get stay with you. So recruiting is the one thing that carries you on. And of course, bookings, to the new seminar year. If you start on a goal in June, for example, a good one to start on is on target for your car. Because if you get on target for your car in June, guess what? You're going to have an awesome July because you got to make production on it and finish your qualification. So directors, you could get on target for one of your Mary Kay career cars, the next car. And consultants, you can get on target just with 5 team members and 5,000 wholesale. Get on target for your consultant car, the Malibu. So that's something you can do. Okay, selling. Well, how are you going to find the new recruits? You're going to sell some products to get some new customers to get the new recruits, right? And so usually you'll do this at your parties. You can do these flash parties. You could do regular parties. You could do 5 and 5. And y'all, we've done so many videos on how many different parties you can do virtually. And y'all know how to do parties in person. And if you don't, that's a problem. So you need to go get, if you're new in the last 2 years and you've never had a real party, that could be something you might want to work with your director to do. And there's videos on how to do a real party as well on In Touch. And it's a lot of fun. Believe me, if you've only done online, you got to do some in person too, do them both. But anyway, if you had a little goal, maybe that you were going to do, at least let's say even just 5 faces for the next 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 faces. And you can do that. You could do that in one night if you have 15 people on there, right? But if you just had 3 little parties of 5 people a piece, that is 5 faces. And if your average is $50 a person, then you would sell $750 in the next 3 days. Okay, this isn't even talking about the flash party. This is just normal parties. Okay, but it could be a flash party. And if you sold 750, then that gets going to get you closer to doing your 600. And these are the earrings for this month. Aren't they beautiful? Fly through the finish. Okay, so you got to finish those up if you haven't already done that, and that would help you do that. And also, if you haven't at least $300 since the 16th, then you'd be on target, like your 2 week on target for the star quarter. Of course, if you do your 600, let's say your whole 600 is going in after the 16th, then you're already 1/3 of the way done with your star for this next quarter to be a 4-quarter star. Okay, so, and of course, a 60% discount, you don't want to forget about that, and that's going to end on Wednesday. And then, of course, number 3 is booking. 15 faces can happen with 15 parties, and so you might want to book like 6 parties, and you could do them at the same time, like 2 a night, like have 2 hostesses getting 5 people a piece, just to assure you're going to get enough people in there. And if you have bigger goals than this, obviously you might say, I'm going to do 15 people, I'm going to do 3 a day. 3 a days. You remember how like people in spring training, they do 3 a days where they practice in the morning, the noon, and then the evenings, that's 3 a days anyway, or 2 a days. So you could do 3 parties a day, and you could have 3 hostesses get you 5 people a piece and do them all at the same time. Just create a Facebook group or do Zoom, either one you want to do, So that's a thought for you too, to get the faces in, to get the new people to sell. So to recruit as well. So if you really did talk to all 15 people about the career opportunity, chances are you get 2 or 3 team members as well. It's all in the numbers, you guys. It really is. And so number 4 is anything can happen in our miracle month of June. Anything you do, big, little, small, medium, it helps your unit. I will tell you that. Even if you're not going for a big goal, you think, what's the big deal? My director, our unit's going to do fine without me. But believe me, every 225 order counts. Every 600 counts. So you'll be surprised how being on that team, and you cannot do it without. If I wish I had a list of all the 225 orders that, like, we just finished picking up the brand new pink Cadillac XT6. So beautiful. We did it yesterday. And so much of the wholesale and the retail that went in was 225s. It was unit members that just did their small orders. And so they count, y'all. They really do count. It's not just the big orders. So, and then number 5 is now it's time to move. There's going to be some big changes this year in seminar, the virtual seminar. Mary Kay has gotten a lot of surveys on different events they've had, and they have listened. They are pretty good about listening. And one of the things that we said that we like as sales directors is we like live training. Instead of training like this, blah, 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 blah. We like somebody to talk from the heart, be excited, like I'm talking to y'all right now, like talk to us, right? Instead of just so scripted. And so they are going to have 2 hours of live training for all levels at seminar. I think there's 6 classes they're going to do within that. I think they're 20-minute classes or something like that. But I'm excited about that. They've got some other surprises they're doing for people in the courts and the queens, and some things they're not telling us about, like, entertainment. So here's the thing, it's the second virtual seminar. Last year, y'all know we had the big tragedy where the first night didn't work, right? We were all so pumped and it didn't work. They've got the kinks out. I can assure you, there's people that their jobs depend on this seminar being amazing, I'm sure. So I just said all that to say, even if you've seen one and you're like, I don't know, just give it a try. And the good thing is they're adding on where you get $50. It's $50 to register. Unless you register for the Rock and Red, then it's $45. And you get $50 in free product when it's done. So honestly, it really doesn't cost you anything. Just sell the free product that you're going to get, and you get to pick what product you want. You get to pick whatever $50 of product that you want, and you can just sell it, right? So the deadlines are, you have to register by July the 2nd to be eligible for seminar awards and seminar rankings. Like if you're ranking to be in the top of anything, even like Go Give, not Go Give, American National Area or anything, you got to do it by the 2nd of July. Otherwise, let's say you're new and, you're not in any kind of ranking or whatever else, I guess, you can register all the way up till August the 13th. But I believe to be in any of the prizes, the give it away now and all that kind of stuff, you got to be registered by the 2nd. So if you're going to do it anyway, register by the 2nd. You might as well. Then it doesn't stress your sales director out. Okay. If you're already registered, give me a little wave in the chat. I would love to see who is already registered. Okay. So the website for the seminar will actually be up all the way to September 21st. So let's say you're like, oh, Cleta, I would register, but my family's going on vacation that weekend. Okay, well, guess what? You can watch it. I'm pretty sure every bit of it's going to be available all the way up to September the 21st to give you a chance to watch it over or rewatch it. Okay, so I did want to just mention those few things to you because there's a lot going on and I just don't want y'all to forget about it. So congratulations for those of you that are already registered. I'm proud of you guys. Very, very good. And let's see. Trista, it looks like, did I just send the chat, it looks like I only did the chat just to Trista alone. Trista, you're special, but I guess I should give it to everybody. That text chat. So hang on just a minute, you guys.
I was going to let you know before we hung up.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just sent it to Trista. She's just the only one I really wanted to share with tonight. So here we go. That should work better. I hope I wasn't doing all these notes to just Trista. No, I wasn't. Okay. So anyway, you can go back and look at, as a matter of fact, there's 3 little dots. At least it is on mine in the chat that says save chat. So like, I'm going to save the chat just because it was notes I took on the thing tonight. If you want to do that, you can just hit save chat and it saves it somewhere on your computer, I believe. Okay, awesome. All right, directors, that's what I got tonight. I thought we are going to, my unit, I hope y'all are on here because we're going to have our meeting right when we get done. But before we get done, we're going to let any of the directors, if y'all have a tip to end the year with, or any kind of tips, something that you're doing right now that's just working great, we would love to hear from you. So, Maria, I got you in my site at the top first. I'll let you go ahead and go first.
Well, I just love the flash sale, all the different tips and things like that she talked about. So that is definitely something that I would recommend everybody do this week. I know for years we've seen this little meme that says it's June and everybody needs to buy Mary Kay in the month of June because it's our seminar year end. So I just want to encourage you to take action. It's so easy to learn and get ideas or whatever, but it's the action that we take that really makes a difference in what it's going to do for your business. And so that's my tip for you today, is that there are still just a few more days in the month of June, and go ahead and get the ball rolling, because the activity that you do now will just propel you to do fantastic in the month of July too, and start out the seminar year strong. So just
awesome.
Get to it.
Thank you. Rosie, you want to add on to that?
Well, I think that you guys pretty much covered it. I loved, I listened to that when I was getting ready for this. And I was my brain was trying to keep up with her. So it helped to watch it again and actually see her lips move because I was just listening. But I thought she had some really good ideas and they're very, very doable. And like Laurie, you may not have a huge goal this year, but she was talking about, working now to propel yourself into July. And I think what's so important, and we used to talk about this when we actually went to seminar, is the worst thing you could do is come back from seminar with no appointments booked, and I know we're not physically going to seminar, but get some things on your calendar for July. So you can start off really strong. So you can be in the 600 club. We don't know what they're going to call it this time. It was Spark Achievers this year. It'll be a surprise to us, what they call it. And it's just fun. It's fun to earn the jewelry. It's fun to be in the 600 club. So anyway, thank you for sharing, Cleta.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Okay, let's see who else is on here. Our director, Sayla. You want to jump on?
Hey, everybody. Yes, I love the video, and I have been using her get one item at half off sheet for several months. And y'all, you will have people order things. At first I was skeptical to use it because I thought she's already ordered everything she wanted, but she will customers will look at that sheet and order another item. And they're so excited when you say you qualify for a half off item. And then they start reordering. They will reorder those products. So please use that sheet. And the other thing is, even if you don't do a flash sale or anything, just call your customers and say, hey, it's the end of the year. I've got a big goal, and set a goal. It can be big to you. It may not be big to anybody else, but set your goal and tell them that you are going to hit the goal no matter what. And say, is there anything that you need to help? And it would help me out so much. And like Loree and Rosie said, you will be so glad you did come July 1st, because the ball will be rolling into the next year. So don't stop.
Awesome. And I was looking through my little memories, and I saw that I don't know, like what last year, it was like whatever year the charcoal mask came out. And so we did a big push for our unit to sell 100 charcoal masks. And that's the time when me and Brad put it on, and we didn't take it off till my unit sold 100. And then Mary Kay, sent an email and said, stop the charcoal mask frenzy. and so anyway, but we sold our unit. I sold personally like 27 charcoal masks in one day. And I think in our unit, we sold like 60 something. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. But I've also seen where we just did a thing, said, I'm in a goal. My directors challenged me to sell 10 charcoal masks in 24 hours, or 10 mascaras in 24 hours, or whatever you want to push. Look on your shelf. If you got 10 of something, push it. Or even if you don't, you could order it, right? So come up with some stuff like that you get excited about. And it's more fun to run, even if you don't have some ginormous goal you're trying to, just have the goal of selling 10. That is your goal. That's your goal to help you reach the goal of selling 10, So perfect. Okay. Sharon, do you have anything you'd like to add? You got to unmute, sister.
How about that?
There you go.
What I was thinking, I'm like, when she was talking earlier, I'm like, okay, my eye personality is losing this. And so I'm going to listen to it. I've read it and I know her very well. She's lovely. And I'm like, okay, that's a little too much for Sharon Strasberg. However, I did go back and I was a little disappointed in my unit that did order. We've had the best month ever. I'm so happy. But a lot of my girls did not order the skincare. I couldn't believe that. I was really shocked by that. So I'm going back and I'm just texting each one with that cute little thing they had in Voxer about that little box. You know what I'm talking about? That little thing about the advantages of the skincare sale. So I'm going to send one to everyone that did not order, and I'm also going to call them. So I think they just forgot about it. And I don't know, did you all have trouble with that at all? Or?
Yeah, well, and I will, once we start recording, I'll give you a little tip on that. Okay. But definitely we want to take advantage of the of that special for sure. And I do think a lot of people just see it and they go, yeah, I'm going to do that. And then they're not really paid attention to dates and things like that, like when it ends, when it started, exactly what it is. So, but anyway, so the thing to focus on right now is your bookings, new faces, the same thing we always focus on: booking, selling, and recruiting. So don't complicate it. It's just different ways to do the same thing over and over and over again. Why? Because we get bored of doing it the same way. Our customers don't get bored. They've only been to one party. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I do like what she talked about, is to keep it fun. If it's not fun to you, then it's not going to be fun. So you have to keep it fun. And if you have fun, it won't matter if you sell $50 or $5,000. It'll be, you're like, that was easy and it was fun, So that's what I would encourage everybody to do in the next 3 days. So anyway, I thank you guys for being on here. I may do the July video before next Sunday night, but I will let you guys know. I just may not wait till Sunday night to do the July thing. So we may do the Boss Babe Although, I don't know, they may not have everything out. I'll let y'all know. We'll just plan on Sunday night. But if I decide to get a wild hair and do it earlier, you know what I'm saying? I will let y'all know. Okay. So anyway, y'all have a great one. And Cleta's unit, you guys stay on here and we'll have our unit meeting afterwards. But everybody else,